The stories that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tell in their numerous public appearances, statements, interviews, TV series, and books are once again being questioned. Correspondence has been submitted to the High Court in London showing that Queen Elizabeth II did want them to have effective security. Although this does not mean that around them, wherever they are, there should be a tightly closed, shoulder-to-shoulder ring of guards at the expense of British taxpayers. Doubts about the veracity of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's statements have resurfaced after the Duke of Sussex, through his representative, told the High Court in London yesterday that he had been forced to leave his home in the UK. In the High Court in London, the Duke of Sussex continues to challenge Ravic's decision to downgrade his status in providing him with state-funded security after he stepped down as a working member of the royal family in 2020. Since then, in the United Kingdom, Harry, by decision of Ravic, supported by the UK Home Office together with his family, Meghan, Archie, and subsequently Lilibet, do not have round-the-clock police protection at the expense of British taxpayers 24/7. Ravic is a committee responsible for making decisions about security at the expense of taxpayers of the royal family, senior British government officials, as well as a certain circle of people who require such protection, for example, journalists. During visits to the UK at the official invitation of the monarch, Harry and his family are provided with police security exclusively during their participation in official royal events. In addition, until recently, the Sussexes automatically received taxpayer-funded protection while staying at Frogmore Cottage because it is located within the police-protected area of Windsor. If Harry, with or without his family, comes to the UK privately on personal business, he or they are not entitled to police protection. It is also not entitled to him/her during visits at the invitation of the monarch if they wish to do their own business, for example, visit a restaurant or go to a meeting with friends. This situation, of course, does not suit Harry, especially since Frogmore Cottage is now inaccessible to them. In his memoir, The Spare, Harry writes that he was desperate to maintain his royal grade security and pleaded with his family, including the late Queen, to continue to provide his and his family's protection through armed British police, at British taxpayers' expense. He writes that he told the Queen and family, "Look, please, Meg and I don't care about benefits, we care about working, serving, and staying alive." And then he reports that he was faced with complete refusal. In a statement read on his behalf at London's High Court yesterday, Harry said he felt he had been forced to leave the UK by reducing his security. "We were both very sad that my wife and I felt forced to give up this role and leave the country in 2020. Great Britain is my home. The UK is central to my children's heritage and is a place where I want them to feel at home, just as much as where they currently live in the United States. This cannot happen if there is no way to ensure their safety while they are in the UK. I can't put my wife in that kind of danger, and given my life experiences, I don't want to put myself in unnecessary harm." But now letters between the late Queen's most senior aide and the then Cabinet Secretary tendered in court show Queen Elizabeth II considered it imperative that they provide effective security. In particular, Sir Edward Young, the Queen's private secretary, wrote to Sir Mark Sedwill, the Prime Minister's national security advisor, explaining that ensuring the Sussexes' safety is of paramount importance to Her Majesty and her family. This calls into question Harry and Meghan's story that the royal family cut them off from funding and, as a result, from security and did not care about it.